from Organized Chaos, and today I am answering your questions. A few weeks ago, I asked my readers to submit questions on anything they wanted to hear about from me, and today I'm answering some teacher-related questions. As you can see, I'm in the car on a rainy day, so my hair's quite poofy. You're going to hear some car noises, and I know the lighting's not the best, so bear with me. I'm using my time as best I can so I can get to as many questions as possible. So the question I'm going to be answering in this video is about learning student names. So the person who asked the question was also referring to my seating and the way I have the assigned seating set up for different grade levels. So a quick explanation about that first. I have color-coded seating in my room, so I have chairs set up in 6 rows of 4 each for my 1st through 6th graders, and each row has a different colored tape on the floor in front of it. And so anyone who's sitting in the row of chairs with the red tape is the red team, and so on. Next to that, because I'm lucky enough to have enough space in my classroom, I have a circle with spots taped off on the floor as well with the same 6 colors, but it goes around the circle in alternating colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, and so on. When those 1st through 6th graders move to the circle to do a dance or some kind of circle activity, I let them choose, if they're in the red row, which red spot to stand at. For kindergarten, though, they're too small for the chairs, so we sit in the circle pretty much full time. And for them, they have assigned spots in the circle. So Sally doesn't get to choose which red spot she's sitting at. She always sits at the same red spot, and I have seating charts where I keep track of all of that. So my first tip for learning student names is seating charts and assigned seating. Letting kids choose spots from time to time is great, but there is no substitute for assigned seating when it comes to learning names, especially if you're at a new school and when you have new kids coming in. So assigned seating is definitely the way to go, and if you are looking for seating charts that can do a lot more than just write down student names and where they're sitting, be sure to head over to my blog to see some links and resources for that. But my other 2 tips for learning names of students, especially for the younger ones, the first one is doing songs that use student names. I actually haven't seen a lot of success with using the traditional sort of name game songs where the kids say their names. That helps a little bit if it's especially maybe the first day and you don't want to go around and have each kid tell you their name. That's a great, the name game songs are a great alternative to that. But in terms of me actually memorizing their names, I need to be the one to say it myself. So what I found works for me is taking any song that references any name whatsoever. So Johnny works with one hammer, one hammer is one that I use a lot for Steady Beat. But I also use it to learn names at the beginning of the year. So we just change out the name. Instead of singing Johnny, we sing the name of each kid, and then I have to be the one to actually say the name, and then the kids get that experience of being the special chosen one, which is always a good thing for kindergarten, even 1st grade. There are lots of songs that have names in them, even something like Rain, Rain, Go Away, Little Johnny Wants to Play. You can change to whatever name you want, and all of these songs are short, so it's easy to go around the room and do it with every kid over a period of a few class periods to give you a chance to say each kid's name yourself. My 3rd tip is related, but basically anytime I see a kid in the hallway, outside of school, especially before school when kids are coming in and I have hallway duty, I really try to say their names out loud. So even if it's someone that I am able to come up with their name right away, I make sure to look them in the eye and say their name. Oh, hi, Sally. So that it helps my brain kind of solidify that. But especially if there's someone I see and I cannot think of their name, I make sure I ask them what it is, and then I make them stand there while I say their name at least 5 times while I look at them. I have to say it out loud, and it really helps if I can be looking at them at the same time. And I tell all my kids this at the beginning of the year, especially for new students and for the kindergartners that I haven't met yet. I'll tell them at the beginning of the year, I'm sorry, I got a lot of names to learn, and you have to help me out, so I'm going to be practicing, so that way when they see me and I say, wait, what's your name again? And then I start saying, Sally, 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 they don't think they do think I'm weird, but they know why I'm doing it. So those are 3 of my tips for learning names. I hope you found this video helpful, and please be sure to check out the blog post to go along with it. I'm going to leave a link down below so that you can find more tips and resources, and you can also check out the other questions and answers that I've got related to teaching in the same blog post. Thanks for watching. Bye!